Also breaking at 4, we've learned the official cause of death for the 10 people killed in a crowd surge at the Astroworld Festival last month.
The Harris County Medical Examiner's Office released that information just this afternoon. KPRC2 investigator Robert Arnold is tracking this breaking story live in our newsroom. Robert?
We're still waiting to hear whether these rulings from the Harris County Medical Examiner's Office will impact the course and scope of the Houston Police Department's investigation into these deaths. According to the ME's office, all 10 concert goers died from compression asphyxia. According to the National Library of Medicine, compression asphyxia happens when so much pressure is applied to a person's torso, their breathing becomes restricted, and they can also suffer other internal injuries. In only one case, Mirza Dinesh Beg, was drugs listed as a contributing factor. As we've reported, dozens of people in the crowd that night reported being crushed by crowd surge during Travis Scott and Drake's performance. One person described it as drowning in other people. More than 300 lawsuits have been filed over these deaths and other injuries. In a statement on Twitter, County Judge Lena Hidalgo wrote, "This reopens a fresh wound for many families who are still trying to make sense of what happened. The tragedy on November 5th is unacceptable. That's why I've insisted we get answers. The pursuit of truth must continue to ensure this never happens again." And Houston attorney Anthony Busby wrote on behalf of Axel Avila's family, "The report confirms what the family already knew, which is that Axel was crushed and killed that night by the crowd through no fault of his own." It is also important to note that Axel's blood contained absolutely no intoxicants or other like substances. Now that we have received the official results, I want to say to our police chief, shame on you. Shame on you for perpetuating and giving credence to a silly rumor that people were being injected at the concert. That last part of the statement refers to early rumors that some concert goers were being injected with drugs, and Chief Troy Finner's statements that day, the following day, that they were investigating claims a security guard had also been injected, all of which later turned out not to be true. Now, as I said at the beginning of the report, we're still waiting to hear from HPD as to how this will impact the course of its investigation. Live in the newsroom, Robert Arnold, KPRC 2 News.